Alright, welcome back to Heavy Rain. This part I'm doing on my own without Chris because when I was recording this with Chris, I messed it up pretty majorly.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars.
I brought this up before in the video when Ramen fights the origami killer. If you don't rip off the killer's pocket and examine that, this level is not going to go very well for you. So what I had to do was go back to that point and re-record all the way up until here,
and ready to go,
so I could get Namen involved with the ending of the game.
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
This is actually the last time that Norman gets his own level. From here on out, we're pretty much in the end game. The last level, you play as all the characters, and Namen would not, I believe, take that trypticane if he had never taken trypticane before in the game. And since I messed up with Mad
Somewhere
Jack,
in this data, I just have to find
he took the
Find
trypticane.
it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
So it's at this point that it is revealed that Ari is pretty much very dangerous for Namen.
When I was fighting with the killer.
Namen has been taking the trypticane to offset the effects of overusing Ari. But it's still bad for him because he can get addicted to it. One of the most important things you need to examine is the Blue Lagoon video from when he was fighting the origami killer. It's a little wonky to do, as you can see here. I keep pausing and rewinding because I don't realize what I'm supposed to be doing here. But eventually I'll get the right button. Pretty much all you have to do is get a good shot of the killer's wrist. It sounds weird, but that's pretty much what you need to do. There we go, I figured it out.
I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
Remember this from all the way in the beginning of the game? Yep. If you didn't remember this, you might be a little lost. But this can only mean one thing.
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
Because gold watches are just that rare, apparently, in Heavy Rain world. We're done with that video. We don't need anything else from there.
Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
It sounds weird, but this is the most important clue in the entire game. If you didn't pick these up, Namen cannot figure out who the origami killer is or where to go.
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
We need to cross-reference that with something else. A new piece of evidence we have.
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
As much as it makes sense, Carter Blake is not the origami killer. Do not accuse Blake that is one way to lose this level.
There's only one cop.
Another
in
way
the
to
jail
lose is to
profiling
take
zone.
too long in figuring
Gotcha.
out where the killer is, because Nauman will die
owns a warehouse
of
on the docks.
overexposure of air.
If I'm wrong,
His
Sean
eyes
Moore's
will
dead.
start bleeding, and then his nose, and then I believe he dies. So you don't want that to happen. And with that, Nauman has figured out where the origami killer is possibly keeping Sean Mars. So, after we cut here, we'll go back to when Chris and I were recording this.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call in the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
If you notice any unattended baggage, please contact the security services immediately.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days, and I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Wait, how does Shelby know?
No, what?
When I'm done,
Who the
I'll
origami
tell you
killer is.
everything I know.
He doesn't.
I promise.
He knows enough about John Shepard that he'll be able to investigate it.
So he knows who John Shepard's brother is. Or is he, are we going to find that out now?
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't give me an answer! Oh god.
The scene is so sad. This is what you get for having a terrible reboot, Dante. Hope you drown.
Hold on, bro. I'll find someone. Then we'll come back and save you.
We're gonna find out who it is in this level.
Dad, I gotta get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move.
Gotta go fast. Oh,
Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown.
Gotta go
John's
fast.
Gonna drown. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. Dad, it's John. He fell into a pot. He's drowning.
you little pest. Leave me
You gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna die.
be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna die, Dad.
ya? Scrap!
Please, please,
and the
Dad.
worst out of the year award goes to...
I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about me, Scotty.
So the entire game they were pretty much setting this up. There were a lot of really neat clues. Like whenever you would go to Shelby's thoughts, he would say stuff like, I haven't been sleeping well since the murder started up again. And, you know, you're supposed to insinuate that that meant, oh yeah, since the origami killer started killing people again. But he actually meant since I started killing people again. The only reason he was investigating was because he was collecting evidence so he can get rid of it. There's one really big hint they give you through, like, the middle of the game.
This one?
No, it's, they're talking about typewriters and how it's such a rare typewriter and how only the origami killer would have it. And on Shelby's desk is a typewriter.
I did notice that, though, that he did have a typewriter, but I thought nothing of it, because I was like, if everyone has one...
Yep, so Scott Shelby is the origami killer.
That is a really good twist. But why did he go after...
That is the one plot hole. I don't know why he went after Gordy. And see, there's the typewriter there. This is also something that doesn't make sense, and that's... We pretty much saw what Shelby was doing that entire time, and we never saw him actually kill him. So, if you remember, after we did that part, I was like, what happened? I don't remember, because I looked it up, because I was, you know, the entire time I was like, when did Shelby kill that guy?
This is really powerful right now. It makes sense, too, because Scott was a cop.
Yeah, and, you know, he's challenging fathers to save their sons, which his father didn't do.
Yeah.
So even his motives make sense. It's something that I think was very well set up and really well carried out. But it does kind of make you go, I like Shelby. And
yeah,
now
Shelby's my favorite character.
And now I can't like him.
And now I'm just like...
This entire time he's been drowning children.
Yeah. So now is Madison gonna confront him?
Maybe. So since the last time we recorded, I had to go back and fix the things that I fucked up with Namen. So we're all good now.
Friday, 6:36 p.m. 5.644 inches.
This is the last chapter before the end game. And it's pretty important. Last time I recorded this, I also fucked it up, so I just gave up and decided to go back and finish all the things, or fix all the things with Namen.
Yeah, and Ben Affleck is no longer with us.
He's over there.
No, he's not. He died.
He's right. Oh, okay.
Public outcry made him kill himself.
I hope not. Oh, this is how you pick locks.
Unless you touch, girl.
At least it's not this annoying in Skyrim.
I like it better in Skyrim. I really like the lockpicking.
I just said at least it's not this annoying in Skyrim. Also, the handle of the door looked like it was in the middle.
Yes, it was.
Killer's apartment.
It is.
There must
And
be
what?
something that'll tell me where Sean
Who
Myers
has
is.
that?
Those crazy French people.
Hey, mon ami, you do not know, let me have a cigarette. I'll go through it, room by room, but there's bound to be some kind of clue.
Just examine
That's
this.
where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke.
Yep, so that's the evidence. Shelby was burning last time. This
In
stuff.
that very, very emotional
Cop's
scene.
uniform.
Yeah.
Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Yeah, so this is just going here, and that is where we need to go, because this is Shelby's secret compartment. In his... I would hide something like this in my closet. You'd never really think to look in there.
Well, I don't know. Closets are probably one of the first places I would check, but literally that's because of Watchmen.
I guess.
Like, Rorschach checks the closet, and there's the button, and it presses it, and then there's the comedian's secret compartment.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I'd be looking for a button, not a collapsible door.
Yeah.
Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain. Slowly drown. Shit, it needs a password.
I remember the password. It's
no. This is the thing that we were talking about in the level with the old lady. It's so very obvious what it is. Although right now we can't exactly type it in until we get the option to put in Max.
Got it. Max. The name John gave to
If
his
you couldn't
dog
figure
when
that
he was a
out, you
child.
probably shouldn't be playing this game or any game.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is.
Wait,
Okay,
the Roosevelt Road
There's
is
no
one
time
word
to
apparently.
And I thought it said Roosevelt Toad, so that just shows my reading skills.
That's the letter that Ethan got in the beginning of the game. I don't think I showed that off, but oh well, he got it, and here's all the origamis.
Yes, dawdle in here, please.
Doesn't matter, it's a scripted thing. You
Yeah,
can
I
take as
know.
much time as you want. What button
This
is that?
is where he cultivated the orchids that he left on the chest of his victims.
The chest of his victims. I already looked at that. And let's go. Boop. Oh no, it is the Shelby.
You found my little secret.
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up!
You don't understand.
Why, Scott? Why?
I don't remember because it was like a week ago that we last recorded. I don't remember if
Let him go. Do what your
if I
father
pointed out the
couldn't do.
giant plot hole of when Madison was told the name of the origami killer, she acted surprised.
Yeah, she acted surprised when
even
she
though
had
she's
no
never
idea.
met him before and she knows nothing about him.
But again, that was just to make it like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So do you know what to do this time?
I did what I did right. I mean, I did it right last time, but I kind of did something wrong. I'm not very good at this part because the depth perception is pretty bad, and you kind of need it. Let's get that. I think we want to go this way. Is that doing anything? Yeah, it is. Out of all the chapters where people can die, this is the one where I probably have the most trouble with.
Yeah.
So this could go one of two
Scott
ways.
Shelby's taking a shit.
What are you supposed to find me here?
Now, why didn't you go out the window again?
Because you can't. I mean, I would just do it. But she also doesn't know that there's a problem yet. But once you open the door, oh no, fire. Alright, this is I think what went wrong last. Because I'm going to do this as many times as it takes.
R2, D2.
I think that's what I did wrong last time, is I didn't do the thing. Also, this is like terrible here. What? Yeah, the depth perception is really bad because you can't tell where the fire is on the floor. So, you know, you're not really going to be able to accurately...
It doesn't help the camera keeps changing either.
I know. Well, that, I just did that there. Can you, like, do that? Oh, come on. I burnt her face.
It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump.
I just want to bring up Assassin's Creed as a thing here, that you could probably catch the window while jumping down.
Yeah, you probably need
Like-
reflexes like a cat, but
Yeah, but honestly, I would take my chances jumping out the window.
worst happens, you get broken legs.
Yeah.
Propane?
Yes, propane tank.
That's good.
This is exactly what happened last time. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, this is actually.
Sort of. See, I can't see where I'm walking. I don't know where there's fire and where there isn't. This is why I don't like this. This is probably the hardest part of the entire game. At least for me it is.
Yeah, I can see how it would be difficult. Luckily I'm not doing it.
Because the controls are bad. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is one of the times in the game that I don't like the controls. Usually, I have no problem with the controls of this game, but this part is just not good.
And
whoops!
table.
Come on, Madison.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, she did. Just get out of the fire. You're not doing yourself any favors by just staying.
More fire!
She's patting herself down while she's still in the fire. It doesn't make any sense. That's locked.
Probably barricaded.
You're probably barricaded. I remember this is where I fucked up last time, so I think we're just gonna go that way. I hope she just goes in the fridge.
Yeah, that protects you, right?
Hey, guess what we have to do?
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are we serious?
I'm very serious. Yeah, we're about to nuke the fridge. Although I don't think it's that ridiculous. I've never really had a problem with nuking the fridge. Like, okay, it's silly, but it's not like
it's over the top.
It's not as silly as dropping out of an airplane from a raft. Because that's
okay, but how did she get out?
She just walked out after the explosion.
There's still fire.
Exactly. There's probably she probably went down the
fire escape.
Fire escape, yeah. Because guess what? You use a fire escape to escape fire.
Yeah.
And what did she just do?
She
escaped fire.
Okay, so now she's gonna call Ethan. I would call.
I know where Sean Mars is. No time to call anyone. I'm on my own.
Really?
Jaden knows where.
I've got to go there.
Everyone knows where.
The boy might be dying.
Sean is at this point, so it just takes longer if she calls someone else.
And no one like stopped her, like, "Hey, lady."
No, I think they're just looking. Look, fire! That guy just pointed up at the fire.
Hey, I've never seen that before. Oh, what?
It's Sean.
Why are we gonna play as Sean now?
No.